been shopping online, especially Amazon, and seen a lot of weird things that you're like, does that work? Would anybody actually use that? So you know what I did? I decided to buy some of those weird things, show them to you today, talk about them, see if they're actually worth investing in. So let's get into them right now. And I have some really fun stuff in here. Okay, first thing, if you can guess what this is, let me know. Actually, it's a funny story. When I was cleaning out my mom's belongings, I actually found a bunch of these. And I thought, huh, do these things actually work? And what it is, they were in her lingerie drawer, if that's giving you a clue. And what they are little pads that go just under your bust line so that it will absorb any sweat. So I thought, well, this time of year, it's hot. Things get sweaty. Maybe I should give them a try. So I ordered them, and they come in lots of like neutral colors, but they also come in white and black. I ordered just the skin tone so that if I do wear them and I like them, you're not going to see them. You're not going to see them through my clothes. And I think they're all easy to rewash and reuse. I know my mom did, and she had them all folded up beautifully in her cabinet. I'm going to give this a try and report back. I've got that on. I'm going to let that sit, see how things go, especially because it's hot under these lights, and I usually do perspire a little bit. So I will find out at the end of this video, give you a report back on it. Next up in my bag of goodies, Jamoro Sparkle Experts. So this is a wand jewelry cleaner. Don't cut yourself, Nancy. And I do love jewelry cleaners. I know they say you can just use baking soda, aluminum foil. I never do that. I always just get out my jewelry cleaner. And it would be nice to have one that I can take with me. It's portable. So I notice it's got a little wand here, and you probably I've had others like this, and you just twist the bottom until you feel the cleaner come out. Got some. Okay, I'm just going to try that on my wedding band, my wedding ring. See what I think. I think that made it look really nice and sparkly. I would highly recommend this. This is a yes in my case, especially because it's handy for travel. If you want to keep your jewelry clean and sparkly, maybe you're on a cruise or out on vacation, you want to have that extra shine, good little tool. And all of these products, whether they're good or bad, I will link them in the description so you can check them all out. You can shop right in YouTube here, right on YouTube as well. Okay, next up, this is a Hollywood style emergency kit. And I got to tell you, when I was shopping for these, it was late at night, having a little champagne, relaxing, giggling, and just ordering all kinds of wacky stuff for you to take a look at. So this is a nice little metal tin. It's compact. That's good. You definitely get that emergency kit vibe from this. And I like that the tin is really cute. So we've got a little shoe shine sponge. It came with our tape strips. This little sponge is a deodorant removing sponge. There's a sewing kit, and it's not a huge sewing kit, but it's the kind that you see in a hotel, or you used to see in a hotel. I haven't seen them in a while. Here it is. Got some thread, a pin, a needle, of course, and 2 buttons. And it's the colors that you might need. Got gray, white, black, and red. So just enough to help you out in a pinch, that it removes lint, pet hair, dandruff, and dust. So I noticed there's quite a bit of lint on this shirt, and just picking it all up. I would say that's nice. Look, you can see all that it's picked up just in a couple seconds. Instant adhesive buttons. Let's say you pop a button somewhere, you don't know what to do. Throw on one of these little buttons instead. Pre-moistened stain removing wipe. Raise your hand if you've ever been out and lost your earring back. Well, this little kit has what you need. has a little earring back. It comes with a little hair elastic for you. It's a little blister pad, a little nail file. Perfect size. The final item in here is an anti-static spray. So what do you think about this one? I think it's kind of fun. I think it would be a great little like stocking stuffer item for someone. Just a fun little, somebody who's always having fashion emergencies. Great for keeping in the office. And what I like also is that once you use these items, you could easily refill them. That is the emergency style kit. Next, let's see what we've got. Little circles. Oh yeah, I remember ordering these, and I actually think I'm going to use them. So this, when you're out at a restaurant, these were really big years ago, and I'm glad to see them again. Out at a restaurant, and you don't want to set your bag on the floor, so you have one of these. This part sits on the edge of the table. You hang your bag here, and it's not touching the floor. It's not in the chair next to you. Nice, and I love how compact these are too. There's a little magnet in here that holds it in place. I think this is a yes for my bag. And there's 3 really cute floral colors. What do you think? I'm going to show you a close-up, but I think they're adorable. So I'll keep one for myself, give one to my daughter, and have an extra backup. Oh, I forgot I ordered this, but I think it's very handy. Do you remember back in the day, we'd see all the old ladies with their reading glasses hanging around their necks, and then they put them on when they needed to see? I thought that would be a good idea. So I didn't want to go with something boring, so I went with this really pretty beaded choice. They had so many to choose from. So let's see how I like it. And of course, you have to hang it in front of your glasses because, I mean, in front of your ears, so you can get it on and off. Put it around your neck. And here we go. Oh boy. Can't see myself? I'd like to know. I'm gonna peek. Okay. I don't know if I'd wear this, but if I were one of those, because I do leave my glasses on all the time, but if I were one of those people that like to take my glasses off all the time and keep losing them, this is not a bad answer to that. And I think, yeah, you can tighten this up so that it's not moving around. I didn't tighten that. And there, it comes with other little tools in there so that you can adjust it. So, I don't know. I think it's okay. It's cute. What do you think? I would love to know. Like I said, this isn't something I would buy for myself, even though I did. And I don't know how often I'd use it, but if this is you all the time, maybe having this so that you can put them right on is pretty convenient. What else we got in the bag of fun? Oh boy, I forgot I ordered these too. All right, so these are UV-protectant gloves. If you're driving around or out in the sun and you don't want to have your hands get age spots, dark spots, sun on them, you just want to keep your hands from aging, these little UV gloves. And I like that you can actually access, you can do things with the finger parts. You can access your phone. I don't know how much I would wear these, only because I don't know if you've seen these arms, but they are full of freckles, and I would end up with a really weird line of more freckles and not many more freckles. But if you're trying to keep your hands from aging, this might actually be for you. They feel great. They fit really nice, surprisingly. They are very, very comfortable. Great for driving. Don't want your hands getting sun damage. Let me know what you think. Let's see what we've got. These are actually fold-up ballet slippers. So remember back in the 80s when we used to switch into sneakers because we'd have to wear our heels at work? Well, now you could have something like this, a comfortable, very soft shoe. And when you're done wearing them, they fold right up. They came in a lot of different colors. They feel very padded. and they look really nice. I like the grips on the soles. Has kind of a driving shoe, even if you wanted a shoe that you keep in your car for driving, or if you're traveling and you want to have that extra pair of shoes, this might be the shoe for you. Just very nice and handy extra pair of shoes for when you travel. And look at the amount of space that takes up. Not much at all. So let's try them on. Oh, they feel nice. They are squishy. They feel really soft. The only thing I can say is that I debate between a 9.5 or 10, and I ordered the 10. I could have very easily been in the 9.5 and been a little bit more comfortable because I feel like these are a little loose. And I go between those sizes all the time, 9.5, 10. Usually my rule of thumb is if I'm wearing a sock, I go up to a 10. If I'm not wearing a sock, I go down to a 9.5. Why I didn't follow that rule for this, I have no idea. But if that's your kind of rule, go with the smaller size. So they feel very nice. I think I could be walking in these quite a bit. They don't pull. They don't have anywhere where they're going to give me a blister. Usually you can tell right away. They're not squishing anywhere. Very nice. I would recommend these. Okay, and now just like I promised, I'm coming back with our under breast pads to soak up any moisture. And I'll tell you what, I just took this out and it is very damp from my perspiration. So it did work. It worked very nicely. So if you want to feel a little cooler, get that moisture away from your body, I would recommend this. Like I said, it just slips right underneath your bra like that. Right under there. And you don't see it. I actually had it on this whole video, so there were no extra lines or lumps or bumps from it. This might be an option. Sounds like a weird concept, but yes, I think I would buy these. Let me know what you think of all these strange products. As I said, I will link them in the description and you can shop for them right here in YouTube. I'm so glad you joined me. Stay gorgeous and I'll see you in the next video.